afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So what we've got today is we've got some little tea bag envelopes. Some of them have got little journal cards in. They're little coffee sack cards. It's weird. Coffee sack cards in tea bag envelopes. And we've done some out of plain paper. We've stuck some fussy cuts on. Done a little bit inking around the edge. We've done some on digitals with a little bit of fussy cuts stuck on, and we've done some out of book page. We've done stamping. The book page ones, the book pages were printed on, and all I've done is I've stuck labels on. The two that were done with just coffee dyed paper were just stamped and inked, and the digitals were stamped and inked, and we did some fussy cuts. We've also put some little tabs on the little flaps as well. And these are, I mean, they are small, yes, I understand that, but we sometimes have little pockets for these kind of things. We've got that one there. We've got that one there. What have we got on here? We can put some little book page ones in. Yeah, we've got the two like that. So they fit in, and you can put tiny little journal cards in. You can put folded up pieces of paper in. Anything you want to put your journaling in. So I'm going to do some book page ones first, and basically all it is book page ink and labels. You don't even have to have I'm using Tracy Fox labels. You don't have to have Tracy Fox labels. It's just these are the labels I've got. So this is printed on it. It's just an old gardening book that I've just pulled the pages out, and I printed my daisy digital on it. So what I want is I want a couple of strips that are 2 inches. So I'm going to go at this side because I quite like these petals. So I want 2 inches. In fact, I'm going to go for 2 inches. So there's one. And you can make these any size you want. I've just gone by the 2 inches because that's roughly what the size of a tea bag little envelope is. We'll do one at 2.5 inches as well. I've not done one, but I'm quite happy to try. Silicone mat. Now I've got a scoreboard here. So here's the 2-inch one. Now I need to decide what I want as my flap. I want that one as my flap. So I'm going to have the actual envelope 2 inches by 2 inches. So I want the flap coming down about 1 1/4. That's a little bit too sharp to go through. So that's my flap. Then I want my, and I'm just pressing lightly because this is, so that's 2 inches. And then I want my front page. You could do it at 2 inches and fold it down. We'll do it at 2 inches and fold it down. So I'm just going to put the crease up against there, and we'll go 2 inches. Okay, and because it is quite delicate, be careful when when you use your book page. If it's one that cracks, don't use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down first, and we'll just go along there like that. And there we are, we have the start of our, I'm going to reinforce it with other book page. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to take a glue stick, and this is the inside of the envelope. And I'm just going to put it, whoops, on there like that. And then we'll lift it up. Just pulling that down a little bit. And like that. And we've got a little bit of excess here, which is fine. And what I want to do is I want to round the envelope flaps off. Now, is that not just absolutely pretty, just looking at it like that? And so what I want to do is I want to ink, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to glue the front flap down. Just put it back in that crease, and then I'm just going to ink around the bottom and the top, and we'll do the back as well. And there we have it. So what I'm looking for now is some little labels, and I've got my pile of Tracy Fox here. That's a bit too big. Right, we'll have this. It's not been properly cut out, but because I cut the line off on that side, I'm going to cut the line off on that side. And do I want it there? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll glue the whole label, put it where I want it, then lift it up and just fold it round, and then you've got a bit of a label on the inside, which looks cool. And I'm going to hide that seed because obviously the page is upside down, the book page, so any large font that kind of sticks out will cover up with the label. And I need to put my label up the right way. I can't put that up the wrong way. And there we have it. Now, is that not just cute and so simple to do? Now this one, this is the 2.5 inch one. I'm going to turn this over first. Okay, and I think that's roughly about where I want it. And then I usually do half a thumb height to fold my envelope down. And just make sure it's straight. And then I'm just going to fold that down like that. And there we have it. I think we'll take it down a little bit more. So it doesn't matter what length your boob page is. I mean, apart from me measuring the width of the envelope or the tea bag envelope, there's been no measuring. I've just folded it up where I liked it. Yep. So because that's now stuck down, I'm just going to round these, and I'm just going to ink round it. And you don't have to, you can use any coloured ink, you don't have to use the brown ink. I'm using probably walnut stain oxide, because that's what's on the sponge. And then we'll just stick that down like that. And there we are. And then I think we'll have a green label on that one. I think we'll go to that side. We'll do some inking round it. I think we might put a bit of ribbon on this one. So what colour ribbon will we use? Will we use a green ribbon or a cream ribbon? Let me see. That's yellow. That looks quite nice. Oh, we've got like a... Oh, I quite like that one. We'll go for this one. These ribbons I bought from eBay years and years ago when I was doing wedding stationery, and I'm just trying to use them all up now. So, you know, you just have to go onto eBay and look for ribbons. I don't even know what colours they are. It's like that's been leaking. And I'm using Fabri-Tac, just a thin line along, and then I use my nozzle just to come back over. Oh, we've got a bit of glue stuck behind there. And if you wanted, you could go right the way around the envelope. And again, and I think we'll look for I think I want another label on there. I'm not quite sure. What have I got? I've got some tiny ones. Oh, we've got that. I think we'll put that on there, and we'll put a label right in the middle of it. And this is just a bit of oh, it's like core card. So when you, this is the type of card that you can, it's like Basil's card. It's grained, but you can sand it and you'll get a lighter colour underneath. So it'll be like be the same colour as that underneath. I quite like that one, but I like, oh, decisions. Yeah, I want something thinner than that. It's that field diary I want. And these are Tracy Fox labels. I've forgotten what she has a YouTube. I've forgotten what they call a YouTube. I watch it all the time and all. That's terrible. But you'll find her on Facebook. And she does some brilliant digitals. And these I print out like 2 to a page, so I get like smaller labels. But she has hundreds of labels now. I'll put that on there. I should have ink drowned it before I did that, but too late. So there we've got that one. And then we've got this one again. And I am gonna, I didn't do it so much with that one because I was able to turn the flap over. So I'll put that there. And we'll put that there. And this is how I use up my book page. And what I'll do is I'll turn that one over and we'll stick that down. We'll just stick that down like that. And let me have a look. No, we want it the same size as this one. So we'll push that down a little bit. It doesn't matter, you don't have to have them 2 inches. That was just a measurement that I felt was right to make it look like a little tea bag pocket. and I'm just going to roughly cut this, and then we'll fold this one over, and let me have a look at what I feel. No, we'll have that further in. So this is even without a scoreboard. Okay, and we'll tuck this one in. So we've got that like that. You can still see there's digital on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to round the corners of the flaps. And then we'll ink round it. Still not done that properly. That's better. Okay, so we've got that. So then I'm just going to put the lid on my, otherwise I'll end up, it'll dry out. And there we are. And I think we maybe could have a little bit of lace on this one, but I think this is a bit too white. So I think we'll look for some right, this is still white, but it's small enough for me to ink over. And do I want it on there or do I want it up there? Quite like it up there. And we might need to clip it, because I've had the lace tucked in, so it's wrinkled a little bit. Sorry. Okay, and now you can colour lace anyhow. You can, you know, you can put ink on your mat and put water with it and dip it in. But that's basically how I make it look grungy looking. Do I want that, or do I want another? Do I want a fussy cut? What we've got these. That would have been okay on the back. Some of them have bits and pieces on the back. We've got some other labels here. We've got some more colourful ones. And it doesn't matter which way we have that, there's a bit upside down on all of them. No. No. No, I'm going to go for this one. Just going to ink round it, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this one right the way around. I'm going to, it's upside down, it doesn't matter, so we'll and then just turn it over and turn that like that, and then we've got some dies here. We've got cream, we've got yellow, that's too big, and that's too pink. Them over there, that's too big. I quite like that one, but we've got some more cream ones here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off there, and I'm going to have decisions. No, I'm going to have it there, and again I'm just putting dots of glue around the edge of the flowers, on the stems, and it's just going to go a little bit over the label. Okay, so we've got that there. Now, how about a bit of this? Okay, and this will go along the top of the lace. I might be able to okay, we'll put that there. And I think we'll have another label up there as well. Or do we want it in here? No, we're going to have it on there. We'll ink round it. And we'll just put some glue on it. And that hides the upside down number. So there's our book page ones. Now what we'll do is, I'll not do a digital, I'll do a just a bit of coffee dyed paper one. So again, and I'm just going to do the 2-inch. Basically that's really the only measuring. Now this is the fold up bit at the front, so I'm just folding that up. And we'll fold that in like that, and then that looks right like that. And again, just half an inch, half a thumb notch. It's probably half a centimetre between that and the fold. And I'm just folding that back there, and I'm just cutting that off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in like that and stick it. Now if this was just plain, I would put some ink on there and splash a bit of water and just dip it in, but I'm not going to. So that's actually, I'm going to put that up a bit. Doesn't matter if you get another fold in, it's all right. It's going in a junk journal, it's meant to look creased and old and everything. So, and this one I think we'll use the stamps. So again, I'm just going to ink round, and we'll put some yep. You can tell I've just loaded up the sponge because it's really, but it doesn't matter. And we'll just rub that like that. And I'm looking for so I've got this stamp here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some ink on it. I'm going to go for, no, that's a bit too pale. Afraid burlap's too pale. Vintage photo. Yeah. And I'm not putting it on a block because I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to look kind of distressed. And there we are. And that's that. And again, just ink up the edges. Ink, glue. And I'm just what did I do with it? See here. I'm just doing some, and I'm just lightly going over that because obviously I've stuck down the flap and it only goes part way down. Now I think we will have, I'm going to have a little flap on it anyway. Got some small ones here, so that looks about the right colour. So we'll just ink round this. And I think this is from the vintage days or collage or something. And that'll go there. But I'm going to put that on there first, but I want to ink round it first. Well, ink on it first. And we'll just pop this here. And it's all right if the die cut or whatever you're sticking on goes off. And just cut round it. Okay. And then I'm just putting that on there like that, just on the edge. So what I do is I just match the corners up with the edge of wherever I'm putting the tab. We've got a tiny label. Yes. Oh, we've got a round one here. That'll do. And we'll put that up there like that. And there we have that one. So there you are. So in next to no time we've made 4. And then you could mass make them, you know, you could cut loads of strips down, do all your folds, then do all your inking, all your stamping and everything. And before you know it, you've got quite a few little pockets. And these will definitely look nice in this one, the book page ones. That looks lovely. You know, and if you've got one of these dies, these are the ideal bits of ephemera to sort of like pop in into these kind of things with. I love envelopes that go into pockets where the flap comes over. But yeah, so I hope you get something from that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.